all in my physics class over here, and the topic I am going to teach you that is given on page number 176 of your metric part 2, and the topic, as you can see here, that is natural radioactivity. So dear students, Henry Becquerel, his name was Henry Becquerel. He was an ordinary scientist. He was not a well-known scientist. One day he was doing some of his scientific work or research work in his laboratory, and he was doing something, and suddenly he held a piece of radioactive element, and he did not know even that this is a radioactive element. Actually, nobody knew about the radioactive element or radioactivity, and he wrapped this radioactive element in the photographic film, and he put it in his drawer, and he went on his work. And next day when he came back and he drew his drawer, and he suddenly saw that there are spots and marks on that photographic film in which he wrapped the radioactive element. So basically he had a scientific approach, and scientists always have how and why. And same thing happened in the mind of Henry Becquerel, and he started thinking about it, that this was a new photographic film from where the spots or the marks came on the photographic film. And he did it deliberately next day, and he again put the same radioactive element in another brand new photographic film. And after a few hours, there were spots or marks on the photographic film, and this revealed to him a great success and great secret. It is, I am talking about, in 1896, and later on he did many things, many investigation, and he found that radioactive elements are certainly there which emit radiation. The definition of radioactivity is given in your book, that is the spontaneous emission of radiation by unstable nuclei is called natural radioactivity, and the element which emit such radiations are called radioactive elements. So he discovered it accidentally, that there are elements which emit radiation, and he did it that can darken a photographic plate, and he discovered that uranium salt crystals emit radiations. So later on we see in the history of physics that Marie Curie, she was another respected lady, respected scientist. She and her husband, Mr. Pyle, they also performed this experiments, and they did their investigation about these radioactive elements, and they found that there is ability in the radioactive element that they emit radiations, and they later on they discovered polonium and radium, and they found that they emit radiation. And later on this was performed by an activity. You can see over here, this is a radioactive source. It has been placed over here, and this is a lead block. As you can see, this is in red color, and this is photographic film, and this is negative pole of the photographic film, and this is the positive pole of the photographic film. And when the radioactive element was allowed to emit the radiation, the scientists observed that some rays emitted and they went to the negative pole, while some of the radiation were emitted by the radioactive element and they went towards the positive pole. And there were some certain radiation which went very straight, as you can see over here. And this discovered them, it was revealed to the scientists that the radiation which went towards the negative pole, actually they had the positive charge, and they call this alpha particles. And the radiation which went towards the positive pole, they actually had the negative charge, and that is why they went towards the positive pole, because of attraction between positive and negative, while some of the radiation went straight. And it was very much clear that the radiation which went straight, they strike with the photographic bulb, they actually had no charge, neither positive nor negative. That is why they went straight. They called it gamma rays. So dear students, the rays which went towards the negative pole, they are called alpha particles, and which went towards the positive pole, they are called the beta particles, and which go straight, they are called the gamma particles. So they have the ability to ionize a gas. So dear students, these radiations are invisible radiation. You must keep it in your mind. And later on, many scientists came in the world of physics and they discovered many things. Many treatments were discovered, and today we see that radium helps us in treating the cancer patients, and many other benefits and uses of these radiations have been taken from these radioactive elements. So my dear student, this process in which radiations are emitted, this process is called radioactivity, and certain elements which emit radiations, alpha, beta and gamma, they are called the radioactive particles. So thank you so much and God bless you.